two, three, here I come. You better hide and seek. There's no trouble here, darling. You're breaking my heart.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks so much. Oh, come on. Thanks. I'm your host, Blaine Capatch, or as 12-year-old girls in the mall like to call me, hey, it's Harry Potter. But I'm not complaining. I am up to my neck in junior high pussy. It's fantastic. Anyway, I wore black tonight. I thought I would look slimming. What do you think? You thought there was just a head up here telling jokes, did you? Hey, look, it's those Groucho glasses. It's like being at Spencer's Gifts. I like being thin. Beats being a big fat guy. Right, fat guys? Yeah, fucking fat guys know what I'm talking about. I do support my fat brothers, though, because I'm also hard to fit. And it's not easy being thin. Not easy at all. First of all, I'm always cold. I'm freezing right now, and I got a wetsuit on under this. But I'm not complaining, because on me, the cock looks huge. I know, it's an optical illusion, but I'll treat it as a perk. Turn that frown upside down, that's what I say. I think of my pants as half full. So, I was reading on the internet today, apparently, George Bush is an asshole. Does anybody read that blog? It's crazy. And last but not least, this is my impression of the inflatable guy in front of a car dealership. The inflatable guy in front of a car dealership. Now that I'm all stretched and limbered up, I'd like to do my impression of the inflatable guy in front of a car dealership. Goes a little something like this. I'm fucking with you, that was it. We have a fantastic show. Seriously, one of the best shows I've ever been a part of, and I'm just gonna get it started right now. Somebody with a little, some rules and regulations for the show. From the accounting firm of Odenkirk, and another Odenkirk, will you please welcome Robert Odenkirk.
Thank you all for attending the show this evening. I'm not usually invited to speak, but tonight I wanted to lay down a few ground rules. I know that the performers are getting ready right now as you listen to me speak. I was just backstage and I saw Brian Posehn greasing up. If I could finish my sentence, Patton Oswalt. And I saw Patton Oswalt masturbating. If I could just finish Brian Posehn. Now, a lot of people feel that they think that the judging that's going to happen tonight is done by whim or opinion or by some computerized laugh-o-meter. This is simply not true. Laugh-o-meters were outlawed in 1987 when Mr. Barry Sobel was declared greatest comic on earth. Ever since then, it's been done by a scientific scale that's come to be known as the Garofalo-Binet Alternative Comic Standard Scale. Now, here are some of the specifics of tonight's scoring. Referring to your notes will get you 3.5 points. Talking about how you are referring to your notes while you refer to your notes, 5.3 points. And reading directly from your notes, 8.2 points. References are scored as follows. Hong Kong filmmakers, 5 points. French filmmakers, 3 points. 70s blaxploitation filmmakers, 12 points. Michel Gondry, automatic win. Referring to your deeply ingrained antisocial behavior, 8 points. Referring to your Zoloft or Xanax prescription, 6 points. Minoxidil or Propecia is a negative 5 points. Impersonations are an automatic disqualification. Except impersonations of your Korean grandmother, automatic win. And you get a TV special. Anti-Bush comments, 2 points. Not so much. Pro-Kerry comments, irrelevant, never come into play. It's not important to rank those because it doesn't happen. An anti-Don Rumsfeld comment is 3 points. A pro-Don Rumsfeld comment, that's again never happened. Use of the phrase, who's with me, in an arch manner, 12 points. Use of the phrase, who's with me, in a honest, straightforward manner, automatic disqualification. And lastly, dropping microphone at the end of the act, 7 points.
Robert Odenkirk from the accounting firm of Odenkirk, and another Odenkirk. Robert Odenkirk. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, one of my favorites. She's very funny. You might have seen her on Jimmy Kimmel. She was on Jimmy Kimmel last week, but only for a couple of minutes. That's where TiVo comes in. But tonight you're going to see her live. She's very funny. You know this to be a fact. So do I. Please welcome Maria Bamford.
Yeah. So, hey, you guys, like most Americans, I would like to help others while being televised. I'd like to go to an area of the world where they really need my help, like we're here in sub-Saharan Africa because people sometimes have to walk tens of hundreds of miles for food, water, and basic medical care. And that's why we've chosen this village for an extreme makeover. Tell me, Mabutu, how does life feel as a blonde?
Well, my husband didn't even recognize me, and now when I go to the aid truck and fight other women for flour, I feel more confident.
Mom told me recently, she said,
Honey, when you don't wear makeup, you look mentally ill.
now when I go home, I'm sure to wear thick green eyeshadow and a line of lipstick around my lips. Baby, look pretty now, Mommy. All right, so you guys, I love my country, and maybe that's because I'm white and rich. But things have been really working out for me. I didn't even know there was a game on, but I am winning. I'm not technically rich, but I do have a lot of shit that I don't need that I refuse to share with anyone.
And that feels solid, somehow.
Living in Los Angeles, there's a lot of spiritual people in Los Angeles. Although the Lord seems to be manifesting his glory in a number of very small shopping miracles.
Okay, I pull up outside Barney's. I say, if it's meant to be. I go inside. That cashmere tube top is 25% off. It's like, okay, I get it.
I believe in God. I just believe God is a 13-story tall wizard who lives in a dark mountain and never lets me win. He's very parents are pretty religious. My mom's very religious. She wears one of those bracelets. It says WWJD. Stands for What Would Jesus Do? In case you get, you forget. You're out shopping. Say, what would Jesus buy? You know, you get a loaf and a fish, and that's all he'd get, because he can multiply. And, Mom, very religious, also currently is very pro-war, pro-Iraq conflict, because that's what Jesus would do. Smoke 'em out of their holes like the gentle carpenter. Oh, he only turns the other cheek to grab another can of whoop ass. I love TV. That's why I moved to Los Angeles, because I wanted to be on TV. Television is so wonderful. It's just great. It's just one magnificent show after another fantastical program. And I watch almost too much TV, so I can't watch TV anymore. I like those home makeover shows. They've gotten kind of mean, though. They come in the new show.
How do you like the wall covering in the bathroom? Does it feel familiar? It's your daughter's skin.
I like television. I like music. I like music. No, I hate music. Art is boring. I like music so much that if I hear something 3 times, it does become a hit for me. I find myself singing songs that I'm completely morally opposed to. No one to tell us no where to go. What the hell am I singing? Fascist propaganda. Disney may as well be singing, and I think they're fascist because I like to polarize things, and it's fun, and they may as well be singing that Disney tunes, Forests are dirty and wrong. Poor children just should get jobs. Christians make more sense than Muslims, and the rich are super nice.
That'd really make more sense.
I love Alicia Keys. As she got a new album. She's a R&B singer. If you don't know her, she's a silly goose. She has a new song where she does like a Barry White talk down in the middle.
Hello? Is this Michael? I don't normally do this, but you always come in and order the special with a hot chocolate. My manager always be tripping for me to use water, but I always use milk and cream for you. So you always come in your suit with your cufflinks so shiny. So what you do? Oh, that sounds interesting. Hold up, my cell phone be breaking up. Can you hear me now?
So, I was, anybody here a dark kid? Anybody a troubled teen when you were growing up? Anybody troubled teens? Smoking, toking, joking, not taking authority too seriously. I was a bit of a dark kid growing up. Occasionally I'd stage my own death for fun. Mother, I've taken a whole bottle of pills.
Oh my God, what did you take?
Tums. Maria, those are your father's. What, Mother? I can't hear you. The calcium is coursing through my veins. Bit of a dark kid. A lot of kids in the United States are suffering from depression. That's right, younger and younger children are seeing the sippy cup as half empty. And as a kid, I never really thought of myself as depressed, as much as paralyzed by hope. I actually went through a dark period of time. My miniature hamster Benita passed on. She actually didn't pass on. I returned her to the pet store, but she's dead to me. And I went on medication, and a friend of mine last night, she said, you know, there is no shame in going on medication for depression, because depression is a medical condition. And you wouldn't say to a friend with a broken leg, you wouldn't say, what, you gonna go see a doctor? You never heard of making a splint? Sure, you got bone jutting out of your skin. Life doesn't always turn out as you plan. At least you have bones. You're not some gelatinous encephalopod without friends or prospects. Walk it off! You wouldn't say that, but if you did, it might be pretty funny. Just, yeah, so, I don't know. Dark here. Now things are going, dude. I've been trying to believe in God. I didn't used to believe in God because I didn't like the idea of some touched by an angel sitting up there making decisions like,
I'm going to put you in a paralyzing diving accident so you can inspire people with watercolors you paint with your feet.
That's no good to me. Trying to pray, though. Every time I pray, though, I feel like I'm just doing this really bad ventriloquist act. You know, like, so God, yes! How am I doing in life? Am I doing okay? Yes! Well, good, because sometimes I feel scared. I fear the wrath of God and all that. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to the dark side. That is not God. That is from Return of the Jedi. Oh, God, you're so crazy. You're a goose, and you're silly, and that's why I like you. Oh. It's cool. So, I just turned 34, and I don't know about you guys, but I feel like every year gets better. Every year, figure more stuff out, get my life all good. I can't wait till I'm freaking 90. Just rolling in my wheelchair in my pink terry cloth jumpsuit, wrapped in my fanny pack where I keep my big potato-sized dog. Being like,
Tell me something I don't know, player.
good times up ahead. All right. So I'll leave you with the song. That's right. I also sing. And join in if you know the words. Oh, MacDonald had a pterodactyl, E-I-E-I-O, with a... Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks a lot.
Maria Bamford! Come on! Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, a 6th-level monk that you better not fuck with. Please welcome Mr. Brian Posehn.
Yeah, we'll see. Kind of hungover from doing this tour. We're drinking every night, me and Patton and the other people also drinking. And so I feel really lightheaded. I feel like I could pass out at any time. If that happens, alert the management or just draw dicks on me. Because that's what I would do to you. Dicks all over you. A big arrow on your back that says, put wieners here. ending at your butt. So I'm a good friend. So I've been a dork for 30 years. I know a lot of people are like, you're older than 30, bro. I know. I'm 38, but I don't count the first 8. Because you never look at a little kid or a baby and go, what a fucking nerd. That baby will never get laid. You just saw your last pussy, baby. Enjoy it. Different kind of nerd or nerd. A huge metal fan. I worked for the high school newspaper when I was in high school, of course. Weird. What else was I gonna do? I got to interview bands. The thing I realized doing this was I'm the last guy these guys want as their #1 fan. Because they've been working their asses off, playing their instrument in their garage for nothing, you know, and they got into it for, how do you say it, pussy? And I'm back there going, you guys rule so hard. They're like, I quit. True story, I actually got to interview the band Wasp. Got to meet the band Wasp when I was 15. They sucked. When I was 15, I fucking loved them, and they had a song called Fuck Like a Beast. I didn't even know what that means, but it sounded awesome. So I meet the guitar player for Wasp, and he's a drunk dick, and I meet him, and he's a sloppy mess, and it's a true story. I go, can I have your autograph? And he looks at me and goes, grow some tits. I was crushed. But then I was like, that's the only thing stopping me from being a hot lady? It's a set of tits. I'm pretty sure you'd be more creeped out if I had a huge fucking rack. Go, oh, that guy's really unattractive in person. Oh my God, he has huge fucking tits. I'm gonna set my eyeballs on fire and bury them. See you later, eyes. So I just got married 2 weeks ago. Yeah. 3 weeks ago. It's awesome. But the bad part is that she's cute. Yeah, she's really attractive, and I'm really not. And so it's been tough because people see us together and go, how'd you get her? Which isn't a nice thing to say to anybody at their engagement party. Can't wait till we're both in our 70s, though. Because you never look at an old couple that are happy together and been together forever. You never look at 2 80-year-olds and go, how'd he get her? He must have a huge old dong. Let's pull down that sweet 80-year-old tang. So with the married thing, I've had this weird thing where female friends have, this happened twice, where they had to let me know that I blew a chance to fuck them. I don't know why girls do this, but they have to let you know, and it's, you know what I mean? It's like, I never knew the girl liked me like that, and it was like 8 years ago, and the window's closed, you know, but she's like, there was this one party like 8 years ago, you were wearing a blue shirt, you were being really funny, and I was on X, you totally could have fucked me. Guys never do that. You never hear a guy go, Stacy, you blew it. Could have had sex on my dong. You know why guys never do that? Because the window never closes. Ladies, you could always fuck a dude. If you know a dude, he'll fuck you. Just ask him. He'll do it a bunch. With his cock. Till he's done. So, I have all these married friends telling me how to avoid arguments, you know, getting me ready for getting married life. But I already know all those things, you know, like, I know things to avoid, like when you're watching TV and there's a hot girl on TV, like that new girl from the Black Eyed Peas, and you're like, oh my God, I wish I had 2 dicks. I want to beat off so hard. And then your wife is like, do you think she's pretty? And you're like, no. I know how to answer all those, Like when we're watching TV, I'm already ready for it. I'm just waiting, and I'm like, yes, honey, Christina Aguilera is a white trash drag queen looking whore. Yeah, baby, Paris Hilton has a little rat face. But I don't tell her the part how I'd still fuck her in her little rat butthole. I keep that up here. I'm a smarty. That's our secret, brain. Lady doesn't need to know about the Paris Hilton rat butthole fucking party we got going on up here. She wouldn't understand. So it was awesome. I took my wife to my 20th reunion, my high school reunion, and it was cool because I had the hottest wife, which wasn't in the yearbook. No one predicted that. But I'd pull that off. It seems like all the girls back at my high school in Sonoma, I think there's been like a 20-year sausage eating contest. Because those cheerleaders are ballooned up, full of sausage. They had a contest there. It was cool. They gave out a couple of plaques at the reunion. They gave one to a dude who'd flown the furthest. He got an award for coming the furthest to the reunion. And then they also gave one to a woman who'd had 9 kids. Yeah, I know. They gave her an award for that, for having the most babies. She also got biggest vagina. For her giant twat. Look what we won, twat. We did it. So me and the wife, I'm getting so domestic, it's fucking scaring me. I never thought I'd get married for one. And then we live in the valley, and we have a white picket fence, and then our house has a red door. And we have a dog, and this is how domestic, I'm turning into an old man. I'm 38, but I'm standing out in front of my yard with my shirt off, yelling for people to slow down. Fucking slow down, people live here. I'm not 80, I'm really not. I'm watering, God damn it. I'm gonna put speed bumps out there. Who the fuck am I? So we got this basset hound, and he's awesome. Because, you always want a dog that looks like you, and mine does. Mine looks like angry, sad, and stoned all the time, He hates everything. But the thing about him is most of the time he's a basset hound. He's just sitting around looking sad. And then, because he's a puppy, it's puppy time half the day. Where he'll just, a fucking switch will flip, and he'll fucking flip out. He just runs around the house, and it's puppy time. And this is a true story. I gotta say this again, it's a true story. Because I did this, I say that every night, and still some asshole the other night is like, did that really happen? Yes! True story, that's what that means. So, one day it's puppy time, and I'm on the computer doing nothing, and the lady is in the bathroom taking care of business, and we have a tiny toilet. I don't know why it came with the house, and I never replaced it. And so she's in there, true story, reading Lucky Magazine, dropping a deuce, and we're not the only ones who read and shit. And she's in there looking, oh, that's a pretty shoe. And the dog fucking runs in and licks her downstairs. I know. And not the back door, like the front entrance, the main gate. Just fucking lick, and then puppy time out in the other room. And like you, we were horrified. And then I got mad. Looking at the dog going, what's up, bro? I thought we were friends. Look, man, we got a couple of rules in this house. That's number one. Don't lick the lady's vajay. I don't even get two. And we can't teach him a lesson by rubbing his face in it. The thing I hate more than people that ruin movies by talking through it is comedians that talk about people that ruin movies. Except for me, I love me. But whenever they do it, they always talk about one particular group. They always single out one group and they always say that black people ruin movies by talking. And I find that untrue, because every time it's ever happened, it's always helping, it's always enhancing. You're watching some piece of shit, Jason's fighting Freddy, and you hear a dude in the back go, "Look out, bitch, he got a knife." That's not ruining. That's helping. He just made your experience better. I think if you're gonna single out groups, any racial groups that ruin movies, you have to go after the people who actually ruin movies. Old Jewish ladies and Mexican babies. Stay with me, yeah. Because old Jewish ladies don't say anything funny. They're always like, "Who's he? What's happening? Whose car is that? Shut the fuck up." And Mexican babies don't say anything. They just run around. If a Mexican baby said, "Look out, bitch, he got a knife," I would shit my pants and go home and tell everybody it's the best movie I ever saw. No, I know the trailers for The Notebook looked boring, but it was this Mexican baby. But instead, they do nothing. They don't talk. They just run around or peer over their seat at you. You're trying to watch an R-rated movie with your lady, and there's a Mexican baby in front of you going, "Hello, I am we in Mexican. Watch me run around unattended." I came here alone. I watch, when I'm on the road, staying in shitty hotels, I watch a lot of late night TV, and I'm always alone and trying to rub one out. And I see this commercial for KY lubricant, and I always see it, and it's on a cable like at 2 a.m, and it's a lady holding up the KY, looking at the camera, talking about how she uses the KY when she's dry downstairs, or it's the one time a year she lets her man put it in the second hole. Christmas Eve. If you don't laugh at that, you're wrong. Sometimes you're right, that time you're wrong. Because there's nothing funnier than butt fucking on Jesus' birthday. Turns out that's the pinnacle of funny. Now you know. I see this other ad for the pregnancy patch. The pregnancy patch, and that's also on cable and late at night. I don't know why, but and it's a lady, and she's talking about how she uses the patch, and it's a lot like the pill, but it's the patch, and she just puts it here, here, or here, and no baby. Circle/baby. But just like the pill, the patch is only 99% effective. I think the only way to make it 100% effective is just to pull out and come on the patch. Just fucking glaze the patch. Oof, oof, eef. Sorry, lady. And she wears the patch all the places you normally come. Here, here, here. I want my lady to wear one on her eye. This will be my adorable little cum pirate. Arr. You guys have been fucking awesome, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, an officer and a gentleman. This guy is, I've known him for years. He's my best friend and my favorite comic. And he's the guy on the marquee. So why don't you give it up for Mr. Patton Oswalt.
Two white guys just tried to shake hands. It looked awkward. Hi. Did you notice that? The two white guys like, I'm gonna high five you, and then he shook and nothing happened. Nothing happened. Metric, US, no. Wow. Hi, everyone that I emailed. Thank you so much for coming out. Holy shit. Did you guys down here, did you notice the triumphant moment when I walked over and the security almost didn't let me go backstage for my own fucking special? I almost wasn't allowed backstage. I wouldn't let me backstage either. I look like a creepy fan. Yes, I'm going up to the big jokes later. Could I, baby, pee? Oh, I urinated in my dungarees. Oh my God, thank you so much for staying late on a Wednesday. Like everyone here has jobs. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Sleep till you wake up, huh? Sleep till you wake up. Oh, that's the fucking best thing on the planet. You know, I realize that I'm actually getting older because one of my big thrills is being able to sleep till I wake up. I've shoved away blowjobs like, oh, I just want to sleep till I wake up. Please don't wrap your velvety maw around my purple veiny shaft and bring me to a blissful nirvana of ejaculation. Let my head rest on the pillow and dream of slee stacks and spaceships made of cotton candy. Oh, REM sleep beats blowjob. My reality is just a nightmare. I'm 35 years old now. That means all my friends are either having babies or they're going through Alcoholics Anonymous. And they are equally annoying and intrusive in my life. People that go through AA, they always go through the weird apology phase, or they got to apologize to everyone they ever been to. So they've obviously made some list, and you're unlucky enough to be on it. So now you're in some hot 7-Eleven party. I just want to fucking go home with my new Maxim and jerk off. But no, there's some guy that I don't even remember 14 years ago who's going, hey man, I don't know if you know, I've been sober 8 months now. And they say it like you're following the biography of their life. Because you realize they're still they're just as narcissistic as they ever were, because Alcoholics Anonymous is part of the movie starring them. And here's your cameo when they apologize to you. So he's like, hey, I just wanted to, we were at a party 14 years ago, and you said you thought Coppola was a better filmmaker than Scorsese, and I remember going, so I just want to apologize for that. My dad didn't hug me growing up, and like in your mind, you're like, you wasted 2 minutes of my life to tell me that? I always I just pray that they're blackout drunks and I make up shit they didn't do just to fuck with them. Like, hey, thanks for that. What about when you jerked off on my mom's face at her funeral? And he goes, I don't remember doing that. You're like, of course you fucking don't, 'cause you were hammered. And they're like, oh shit. They gotta go to like 50 meetings that week, you know. Fuck him. Bring me something good. Then people that have babies are just as bad. Come up to you with a fucking baby. Do you realize how creepy and unnerving a human baby is? How truly awful that thing is? It's a tiny, bald, shirtless human being, which is creepy enough. Then it has a plastic bag of its own crap tied around its waist. It's like a fucking demon. It literally, that's what you would see in hell. The first thing you see in hell is a baby. There's just a baby sitting there. That's how awful they are. They're like, hey, how you doing? You're like, oh, God. If you saw that in a nightmare, you would kill it with a hammer and run back to your car. Like, that's the first thing you would do. Jesus Christ! Bam, bam, bam! You just run. They think it's perfectly okay. Look at the fucking baby. Oh, jeez. If you saw a homeless guy just holding a bag of shit, you would go, that guy's fucking nuts. You would just get away from him. But a human baby is a bag of shit that can grab things and make noise and has eyes. Like, it's so much worse. And then they get all the fucking props for, oh, I quit drinking. Oh, you get a parade. I squeezed a baby out of my twat. Let's burn your name on the surface of the moon. What about the people like me that have learned to stop at 2 scotches and I'm not polluting the planet with baby? Don't I get something? I'm 10 times better than them. Where's my fucking present? Assholes. Ugh. Sober people and babies need to fucking die. Or babies need to be drunk and sober people need to shit in a bag around their waist. That'd be fun. For me, that'd be fun. I'm so sick of these fucking non-committal movie titles, and romantic comedies are the worst offenders, where they're always like, fucking something's gotta give, or feeling sorta kinda. Fucking tell me what it's about. Give me a goddamn title. Don't give me this, for the makers of comes. You know what the greatest movie title ever is? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Greatest movie title. You know why? Because every single person in this room has seen that movie, even if you haven't seen it. Because when you hear that title, you see a free movie in your head. Because you hear the word Texas, oh, this can't be good. Chainsaw, oh God. Massacre, holy fuck. We've gotta go see that. Wow. Just give a movie a fucking title. Just call it Ghost Rape or Puppy Fuck. I don't care. Even if that has nothing to do with it, just like, could you imagine, like, if a movie was called Alabama Puppy Fuck, right? And the poster is like two good-looking young people in the gauzy autumnal leaves falling, walking along, and then it just says Alabama Puppy Fuck. You're like, what the fuck is that? We gotta go see that. Even if they don't fuck a puppy, whoever made that's nuts. I gotta go fucking see that. But all these goddamn romantic comedies are always about the uptight OCD guy, and he moves in with the crazy girl. She's fucking crazy. But it's always a safe, PG Hollywood version of crazy, like, she's got a ferret on a leash, or she keeps her albums in an orange crate, she's nuts! I've dated crazy, that's not crazy, all right? Crazy is they're awake at 3 a.m. carving your initials on their forearm with a bobby pin. You're like, what the fuck are you doing? They're like, this way I'll come when you punch me. Oh my God, okay, hey, hey, guess what? We're going to Denny's and bring your stuff. You're about to have a long breakfast. Oh, a lot of my ex-girlfriends had long breakfast. I'm sure some of them are sitting there now. I'm sure he'll come back. Can I get some more scrapple? And in the movie, the OCD guy, by loving the crazy girl, it helps him to loosen up and live and embrace life, all right? In real life, that's not a romantic comedy. That is a tense, ugly David Fincher film with a sad fucking ending. Because we moved in together, and I'm so fucking OCD. I'm like, is there any way to could this all be alphabetical? Because Costello comes after ABBA, so maybe you might want to put that. And then she's like, throw it on the floor, the goblins will pick it up, okay, you know. So, you can't put a bouncy Motown song over me refolding towels at 2 a.m. That's not literally plotting to kill her. I'll fucking stab her in the eyeball. Doot, 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 beep, beep, beep. Fucking cunt, line these up. I will fucking punch you right. Doot, 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 scoop, doot, 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 doot. I've been a man without a country for 4 years. Because I hate George Bush and I've been against the war so much. And by the way, hey, listen to me, you little fucking anarchists. Register to vote and fucking vote this time. Don't give me all this, it's Stalin versus Hitler, it doesn't fucking matter. This time it does, all right? This time, it's John Kerry, an admittedly boring, rich, skull and bones guy, versus a demon with 8 dicks for eyes, all right? Who wants to fuck your corpse when you're dead. That's your choice. Now, if you still want to be an anarchist, vote and then take a dump in the booth. I don't care, all right? Fucking take a dump and go home and listen to the class. I don't care. But this time, fucking register. Move on to do an ad with me. hey guys, take a shit in the booth, but please vote. George Bush the demon with dicks for eyes. All right? Thanks. Keep watching King of Queens. All right, I'm gonna do these two because I got a lot of requests for these, like walking around. So I'll do these requests. Look at me. I got a lot of requests. I don't want to let my fans down. And then I'll be doing a stage dive later. So get ready to carry me around like I'm fucking Peter Gabriel. My valuable, valuable fart jokes that I will be. No, there's not a lot of heroes left. But I have a hero, movie producer Robert Evans. Robert Evans is my hero. Oh, the hubris. He produced the Godfather films, he produced Chinatown, and he also produced Rosemary's Baby, which is coincidental because he's also Satan. He snorted so much coke off of Alan McGraw's tits in the early 70s that basically he has one. By the way, is this like a prank thing from like you're actually enjoying the show, right? Because you're like one of those guys, I'm not trying to put you down, but comedians are very insecure. So you're enjoying it so much that it feels like you're mocking me. You know what I mean? Like no matter what, I'm like, hey, like blah, blah, and you're like, oh my God, genius! Oh, I grew my kidney back. Okay, wait a minute. I think you're fucking with me. Look at all the other hipsters and you're like you're enjoying it way too much. All right? It's too much. It's too fucking much. It's throwing me. I don't trust joy and happiness. I don't trust it. I feel like you've been sent to kill me. Now he's not gonna laugh. Now you're just gonna cross your arms. You're gonna pout me right off the stage, aren't you? You're gonna give me the power pout? I want you to laugh. Let's modulate you. Okay. I want you to laugh. I'm gonna adjust you. Laugh like you were before, like way too fucking much. Like the way you were laughing, just like, oh. Yeah, exactly. Okay. That's a little too much, all right? Now, what you're doing now is too little. Okay, that was perfect right there. What you just did there, that's good. Do that, okay? God damn it. Now, what the fuck is this? You have a little Justice League of annoying guys? What is going on? My power is waning. Jump in here, hyena laugh. Do you live in Los Angeles? Yeah. Where do you live? Where in LA do you live?
Hollywood Boulevard, man.
You live on Hollywood Boulevard? Where dreams go to get raped. Hollywood. You'll shit stuff you didn't eat on Hollywood Boulevard. Are you an aspiring actor? What are your dreams? What are your dreams? Chuckles, what are your dreams? Really? Just meh? But you're kind of young and scruffy and good looking, and that's the perfect pose to get on the OC. You know, like that'll be you, just kind of going, you know, hey, look, it's my job to turn up the night. I don't know. The ugly dudes like me, it's all sidekick stuff our whole careers. You want to see the future of my career in movies? Here it is, ready? Imagine I'm holding a pot of coffee. Tough day, huh? There, that's what that'll be me. I'll be a good sidekick for like the big, you know, like it'll be like me and The Rock in something, you know? Me like going, dude, this one's all yours, okay? There's like a guy with two fucking katanas or, you know, nunchucks, and I'll just be somewhere there. You know, like I'll have like the Hawaiian shirt on and the cap. I'll be here when you're done. I'll constantly be being rescued. I'll just be rescued a lot. Oh, Christ. Robert Evans. Yeah, right back. Like a jazz solo. Robert Evans wrote an autobiography called The Kid Stays in the Picture. Greatest Hollywood memoir ever written. Then he read the book on tape. If you can find the book on tape, get it, because it's like listening to Lucifer dictating his memoirs on a Sunday afternoon. You know, in a robe with a martini on his belly, lying on the couch. Frank Sinatra was on line 3, and baby, he wasn't crooning. So, if few years ago, the ESPN Sports Network decided we should do some radio ads for our sport. Who should we get as our spokesman? Maybe a heroic athlete, perhaps a legendary coach. Hang on. Let's get movie producer Robert Evans. Yeah, let's get Cokie McSnortfuck from Beverly Hills to be the voice of it. Now, his book on tape is psychotic enough, but the radio ads he cut were like listening to the babblings of a mental patient. And then at the end of it, he barely ties it in with sports. Comes on going, hi, this is Robert Evans for the ESPN Sports Network. You know, back in the early 70s when I was producing the Godfather films, I had a whirlpool bath installed in my trailer that I would fill with apple juice every day. Do you have any idea what Diane Keaton's pussy tastes like when it's been soaking in apple juice all day? Not half as sweet as the sports house you're gonna catch on ESPN every Sunday. ESPN Cowboys versus Redskins, catch it! Like a pussy soaked in apple juice. The human rectum is almost nightmarishly elastic. I had 4 Rubik's Cubes jammed up there one day on a bet with Brian Dennehy when a heroin-crazed Rodney Allen Rippey burst into my trailer and punched me right in the solar plexus. I shot out all 4 cubes and damned if they didn't emerge solved. But that's nothing like the Hail Mary plays you're gonna see on ESPN every Sunday. ESPN Jets versus Colts, catch it! Shove him up there again, Dennehy. I'll try to just solve the Reds. Tom Wopat loved the 3 F's, food, fun, and fisting. We took Gil Gerard out on my cigarette boat Memorial Day weekend 1978, and I swear to you, over those sweet, savage 72 hours, he turned that man into his personal finger puppet. The screams alerted the Coast Guard, and I pointed the prow of that fiberglass beauty into international waters. But that's nothing like the defensive plays you're gonna see on ESPN every Sunday. ESPN Packers versus Steelers, catch it! Quit your belly aching, Buck Rogers, it's just a diver's watch. Angie Dickinson could suck the sorrow off a recent widow. She had my trouser snake buried tonsil depth when a heroin-crazed Brian Dennehy burst into my trailer and punched me right in the solar plexus. I ejaculated my central nervous system and she lit up like a pinball machine at Binion's. I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about anymore. Colts versus Jets, catch it! Suck my knob, police woman! Loretta Swit had a bush you could hide a VCR in. Oh, I don't want that recorded. Folks, thank you all very much for coming out and staying up late. Oh my God, thank you, every single one of you for being cool. You fucking rule. Thank you, good night.
1, 2, 3, here I come, you better hide and see. There's no trouble here, darling, you're breaking my heart. Ready, set, go, then go, you better go on with the show. There's no family and friends here to watch you as you fall. On the floor with these 3 rings on the floor, we got the one and only Atlas trapeze. So lift up your hands, drop all your plans. Let's go to the circus and make believe we're kings and queens. We're kings and queens. We're kings and queens. Let's make believe.